We're back with the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg. It's a tight affair. Can we get to the final? Hello everybody and welcome back to Bolton. As I'm recording this on a Monday, I hope you've all had a very good weekend, and for all those that are going to be watching it now, which is probably the Friday before the weekend, I hope you all have a very good weekend. Just remember to stay safe out there. Right, okay, just moving on then. We've played an awful lot of games since you were last with us, so if we'll just go quickly through them and find out how we still managing to stay in 5th spot. Since our defeat to Arsenal 2-1, we went on, we had a very bad loss to Southampton. We did get one back just before half-time, and then Jed Chadwick just kind of took over. He actually ran the game. He got a brace in that game with Sagnon getting the other goal as well. We went on to beat Watford 2-1 away from home. Hughes and Rabi. Very good indeed. Even though Ruben Reyes did get a goal back, it just wasn't enough for Watford. We beat Leeds 2-0 in the FA Cup. Rabi and Vasquez all scoring. And then we started the Carabao Cup and we went on a little bit of a long run actually. Extending our run. West Ham away 1-0. Pietro scoring on the 43rd minute. Fantastic. It was a 1-0 win and a clean sheet to boot as well. Bournemouth was a 1-0. Very hard fought. Maldini scoring this time after 10 minutes. But we did manage to hold on. West Ham once again. Maldini getting on the score sheet. He's getting quite a few goals recently. This time at home to West Ham. But 1-0 all the same. And yeah, another clean sheet. Danny Young getting it this time. Liverpool, fantastic game, absolutely fantastic. We got out a 0-0 draw, and to be perfectly honest, it could have gone either way. If you have a look down here, second half, I think we were all over them, and we played better. Didn't run as much as Liverpool, but we did do pretty well. 14 shots to their 13. Yes, they were a bit more clinical and more on target, but clear-cut chances and half chances, we both shared one each of them. Possession-wise, at 61% at Anfield, and what can I say? It was amazing. I'm not sure who actually. Buongiorno got man of the match. Just goes to show you how good our players were. 7.3. It suggests it wasn't a great game, but it was end to end, and I'm just happy we managed to get another result at Liverpool. I think it was 1-1 last time, but 0-0 this time. Southampton we played again. This time at home, and we win 2-1. Pietro scoring 2 goals in the final 20 minutes. Then we had Field in the 4th round of the FA Cup. To be perfectly honest, it wasn't too bad at all. Field did have 5 shots on our goal, but we did get 31, half of them on target, 14 off target. We hit the woodwork once, clear-cut chances 3 and 2 half chances. We did have an awful lot of a few long shots, but we kept Field out there as well. 21 first half shots we had. Second half not so, which did put us into the next round, which has been drawn, and we're playing Tottenham away at the end of February. But we're going to come back to the second leg of the Carabao Cup, which is now. West Ham, we're 1-0 up. We're doing pretty well against West Ham, I'm not going to lie. 1-0s in the past couple of weeks. This is going to be the 3rd showing this month we're playing against them, and it's been quite a long month as well. And then we're going to be away to Bristol City, which we played at the beginning of the season, I think we did. And then we won. I thought we played them at the beginning of the season. Yeah, we did. 3-0 away from home. Hopefully we'll do the same again, which brings us nicely onto the league table as well. 46 points. We're only a point behind Liverpool now. 2 points behind Arsenal, and 4 points behind City, and 8 points behind Man United, top of the table. Who knows what can happen? With 14 games to go. If we could stay in the top 6, I will be relatively happy. There's no reason why we can't. We have opened up a 9-point lead from Chelsea now, who have just fallen by the wayside. They've lost to City, United, City twice actually. I'm assuming that is some sort of competition. I'm not quite sure actually. But let's just have a quick look at their form, because I hadn't noticed this before. Yeah, they're just they are struggling a little bit. They lost to Bournemouth in the FA Cup 3rd round as well, so that didn't really help matters much. But they played likes of Burnley, Man City, United, and in fact they played City twice. Pietro is second leading goal scorer with 12 goals. It's just behind Arsenal's Nketiah with 17 goals, so he's just 5 behind, so not too bad at all. Average possession, that's us. Look at that, second, 55% possession in games without losing. 5 games now in the league without losing, and we've only conceded 22 goals, which is absolutely phenomenal stuff. Finances, 7 million in the bank with 2 million budget, and we do bring in a couple of players at the same time. It was confirmed that Iglesias was going to come to us, and look at these stats. He's not done too bad for us at all. He's played a couple of games, quite solid in the midfield. He's having a little bit of a rest now and again, just purely because he is 20 years old. He is a wonder kid, and we just got to protect him a little bit. And between him, O'Reilly, McNally, Amar as well, we've got a very, very solid midfield. So yes, very good indeed. 67 million. It's going to rise up to 80. It's very, very expensive. 6.82 averaging at the moment. We're sure he's going to get over 7s for that very, very shortly. And the other one that was already preordained, 20-year-old Antonelli. This time a forward. He can play out on the wings if need be, so we might actually try him out there to see what he's like. He's got very, very good pace and acceleration. He can finish the ball, so he's more really suited to forward. He's played a couple of games up front. He's not really done an awful lot as yet, but just let him get used to the team. He wasn't a player like Killing can just come in and just score goals. 46 million from Bologna, and rising up to 56. So a lot of money spent on these wonder kids, but I think you got to speculate to accumulate, as they say. And then we bring in Paulo Montero, centre back. Why do you need another centre back? Well, we'll get to that in one moment. Very, very solid player. 26 years old. We just needed somebody as a backup, really, because we've only got 3 centre backs now, and we needed somebody in quick. And it comes from Ajax, 35 million. I'm not sure whether that's going to wrap 46 million with add-ons as well. So yeah, so really, whatever money we did have, we did spend it all on, and we're getting decent players in, and that's what we're after as well. He's already had 1 game in the cup. 7.8, so yeah, quite impressive at the back. Now we do say goodbye to Kloss. He's finally gone. He has actually gone to Lask for £8 million. I don't think that's going to... Yeah, that's some of the money we used to snab some of our young kids. Very, very good in the attacking midfielder role, but we're not using an attacking midfielder. And to be perfectly honest, the games that I did play, I mean, we did have quite a lot of games, but he just wasn't really up to it at all, I don't think. I don't think he sorted his full potential out. So I think it was a player we couldn't really hold on to, and you know what, 22 years old, he's got a hell of a career ahead of him. Who knows, we might bring him back. And the main reason for bringing another centre-back in, because Robin Voisin has actually left the building. He's gone to Beijing. They came in, he wanted to talk to him, and he said yes. And to be perfectly honest, the price was kind of right. We made a little bit of profit on him. It's going to rise up to 42 million if we can. He hasn't played for him just yet, but he played all right. He was hit 7s with us, and I think I was kind of getting used to having him in the side. Didn't really want to let him go, but in the end, he wanted to speak to him. He'd become settled. He was going to get a little bit angry and it caused me a lot of problems, which I didn't really want at the back, or I didn't want it in the team. So if they want to progress their career, then that's fine. But I think 42 million in total for a player that's we got for 25, I don't think it's really that bad a business really at all. And since Beijing came in with a good offer, I said, well, okay. We did deny them once, and I think they came back with a bigger offer. We've still got a week's left in the transfer window, so if anybody does vanish, then we will have to bring somebody in. Solis has actually gone out on loan. He's gone to Coventry, but that is all the business that's we've really done this season so far. That is, with another week to go. But £172 million brought in. We do spend 257. So it's not that bad, but we do bring in some quality players, and I think we're just building for the future, and we're building a team that's doing well against Liverpool at the minute, away from home, joining them back 0-0. So coming back to the side then, that is all the business so far. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more as well. But first up, we've got a little issue with the Carabao Cup. It is a semi-final, second leg. We're 1-0 up. We are now at home, and we are going to go and actually play this one and hopefully win. Carlos, Monterio, Bongiorno and Vasquez. Yeah, try saying all that when you're a little bit tipsy. Ampado is going to come as an anchor. McNally and O'Reilly finally get back together in the centre midfield with Maldini on the left, Rabbi on the right, and then we've got our top goal scorer, 22 goals this season, on up front. 1-0 up from the first leg. We do want to go ahead and win this. It'd be nice to win this competition. I think Fulham are waiting for us in the final. They beat, I think it was Bristol City 1-0. I think 2-0 or 2-1 overall on aggregate. There we are, semi-final, second leg. Where did the... Oh, so hang on a minute. Now we're at Bolton. Okay, so we were in the London Stadium last game. Now we're at home at Bolton, where we tend to conduct ourselves pretty well indeed. It's been a very, very quiet affair at the moment. We have been piling the shots on, but as long as it stays like this, that'll be better for us, I reckon. 1-0 out. We'll just see this out. I don't really mind. That's not one highlight in the first half at all. We've had 7 shots apparently, 4 on target. Oh, 3 off target. So the maths does work this time. Don't really want to change too much if I can avoid it. As we have a highlight, West Ham with the goal kick, as we do pick it up on this bottom side. Carlos plays it into Materio, who's been pretty solid in the game that he has played, but it's nice to get him involved early on. As Maldini with a header just over the bar, just leaping over the goalkeeper, but not quite dipping underneath the bar. But that's okay. That's another chance that we've had. So Riley's been playing DLP. We can bring Omar in, which I'm more than likely want to, but Iglesias, he's been playing quite well, and he can play advanced playmaker. So the question is, do we play him as advanced playmaker, or do we keep him as a DLP and keep the side solid? We don't want to, yeah, we'll keep it solid. He'll play away. Biscuits can come in from Padu if he wants to, or even Wakefield. One of them two can come in. And I am thinking Wakefield, but at the moment, and Padu's on the yellow card, so we have to be careful, really. So we'll just change that. It's not very often I change anybody at the back, but I feel like this time we can't afford anybody to be sent off, as we're going into the last 10 minutes not really getting anything done. So we're just going to leave it as it is. There's no reason to change it, not now. And well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. It's a one highlight game. One highlight game. Wow, that's ended very, very quickly and ended abruptly as well. Wow, just that's just unfortunate. Though we did have 14 shots, 7 on target, 7 off target. So it says 1 long shot after all that. That's disappointing. Very disappointing. But we're through to the final, boys and girls. Final of the Carabao Cup. It doesn't matter how you get there. It's an excellent effort all round. First leg triumph helps us. 28,000 full capacity. 40. Yeah, we did quite well, didn't we? I guess we book a place at Wembley once again. Can we do it in the FA Cup? I'm looking forward to that as well. Right, okay, press conference, send the assistant. Right, we have got the next game in a couple of days' time against Bristol City, which will move along to that, and we'll see you guys in a few seconds. Right, welcome back to Ashton Gate in Bristol as we take on Bristol. Right, Young is in goal. We've got Carlos, Montero, Bongiorno and Vasquez at the back, with Pompado just playing ahead of them. O'Reilly and Omar comes in. McNally's just taking a little bit of a break. Maldini on the right hand side, Hughes on the left, and then we've got Pietro up front. We welcome back also Frin, who's going to be playing against us. How well is he doing? 8 goals and 32, 2 assists. That's not too bad. But Friend with that is our buddy. 22 goals and 4 assists in 29. That's not bad at all. Needless to say that we do need a win, just to stay with the guys at the top and just to consolidate our position in the top 6. That is our aim this season. That's where we will need to be facing. I'm not so bothered about getting into Champions League, but if we are near it, it would be nice to get into it so soon after getting into the Europa League as well. I mean, that's through winning the FA Cup last season, but this will be a big jump as we're on the attack with Vasquez to Omar. Vasquez once again plays it in with a little bit of space. Hughes, and Padu, Omar, and Padu. Have a go. No, plays it out to Carlos, who has a shot and smashes it in the back of the net. Under 10 minutes gone, and Carlos gets his 2nd goal of the season, and Padu with the assist, who spreads it out very well indeed. And like I've said before in a previous episode, and Padu really does make a difference at the back. Very solid, and it's probably hence why we're not conceding as many goals as well. We're just very solid at the back. Great interception through Hughes, then plays it up through. Pietro's in on goal. Frin, you're watching. Frin, you're watching. Look at that. Look at that goal. That is absolutely wonderful. I cannot believe it. What a goal. We'll see that once again. Hughes with a wonderful pass. And Pietro goes right round everybody, plays it through there, and wonderful stuff into an empty net. Wow. The goalkeeper got in the way of I think it was a attempted clearance from the defender who cannoned off the goalkeeper, then found its way in the middle, and Hughes just skips around them. Lovely stuff. Bristol City really haven't had a chance, have they? So speaking too soon. What's going to occur here then? As we get the block in, Amar has it. He's just like a armour shield, isn't he? Play it inside. He'll back heel there to Vasquez. A little bit of skill there as well. Wonderful. And Vasquez just, he does a back heel as well. They're all doing back heels. And Padu, he just plays it out wide. Just a simple ball. He doesn't bother with stuff like that. As they are struggling to get the ball away. As Carlos wins it back. O'Reilly in the centre. Amato and Padu. They've got a very, very good relationship there. And then Pietro left foot. And that's his second goal. He's showing Frin how it's done. I'm sure Frin will be delighted for his old buddy. But that's another fantastic finish as well. I mean, that's a great goal. The goalkeeper has to be questioned there. It's 3-0 to Bolton, and we're just, dare I say it, we're coasting at this point. There's a free kick, Maldini this time. Tries to lamp it in the last back post as Bristol City come away with it. In fact, Wiltshire's just running along that. What a sliding tackle. He misses the ball altogether, mind. But quite lucky to not get himself any contact there and sent off. Scott into the centre, back post, and there's a goal. Barcola gets a goal back for him. That's not great defending at the back there, though, was it? Spreading the ball wide. Scott doing all the damage. He's the danger man. He's the danger man. And I mean, why did you run off him? Who was that? Carlos. He just went off him, really, didn't he? Probably didn't see the guy come inside. Right, straight into the changing rooms then. Excellent effort, guys. Well played. And we'll go again. Scott on the right-hand side again. We know how good he is. And once again, it's that same combination. Scott and Barcola, and this is a comeback that's starting to worry me very, very slightly. 3-2 now. We're 3-0 up and coasting, and then all of a sudden, back post, Carlos, you're coming off. You've left your man once again. I don't think I've got Williams on the bench. I have actually. So he's coming off. Bring in Iglesias. See what he can do. He can play box to box. Still trying to find out which is his best position, really. All right, we'll confirm that. We'll carry on. Half an hour to go now as well, and I want to shout, and I don't think I can shout him at the minute. As Bristol City, who have got the momentum going forward, as Barcola goes on his own this time. He needed the help of Scott, I think. 5 minutes to go. Can we hold off Hughes with the free kick? And we're looking for a hat trick from somebody. It's gone in, and we're not sure. Rabbi's got it actually. He's just gone. Oh, it's going to be offside or off. Yeah, it is. How? Oh, seriously? Why has he ran off all the way like that? That's very disappointing. Bristol City now with the chance with 5 minutes to go, still on the clock. As we did get a block in there almost. The shot's almost come in. Can we clear it? We do now. Not very far though. That's rubbish. Flores comes up. What a stop by Young. He's keeping us in it just at the moment. But if we can deal with this corner ball, get it away. Back post, it's gone over. Phew. That's close. Getting very, very close. Some of these games are very close indeed. There's another corner ball for Bristol City on 90 minutes. 3 minutes of added time. And Michael Hines has just gone and equalised for Bristol City. That's going to take us we're going to take a hit for this one, I think. And that's disappointing. 3-0 up we were. Offside there, referee. No? Seriously? I'm not happy about that. Not happy at all. That team talk, I'm just going to say that wasn't good enough. Not on your life. 3-0 up away from home, and we should be able to cancel it out just like that. Right, okay. Douglas does well in Bolton under 18's defeat. Why do I really want to know that? Frin didn't score though, but 24,000 again. We were on top of that game, but it was more Bristol City towards the end. And I do slam the team, and mainly John Carlos as well. 6 points ahead of Chelsea now. We are 1 point behind Arsenal, who have a game in hand. We're 2 points behind Tottenham now, 3 points behind Liverpool. So as soon as we get close, we take 10 steps back. 3-3 against Bristol City at the bottom of the table. That's disappointing. We should have won that one. Everybody else has been beating them quite convincingly, but yeah, we beat them at home, but we just couldn't do the job away from home. That's unfortunate, especially being 3-0 up. I'm disappointed by that game, I'm not going to lie. Right, so what we'll do, we'll go and play a couple of more games. And we'll come back to the draw for the Europa League's knockout round, which is just before the Tottenham game. So we'll come back to that, play the Tottenham game, and then play the first leg of the second knockout round in Europe. Just out of interest, what are the rulings for winning in the in that we qualify for Europe too? So we could end up qualifying for all sorts of European games. So if you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more new to the channel, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.